Okay, I'm getting ready to cook this nami, and I just want to show you how I make sure I have a saved up piece so I could propagate it and continue growing my nami. Okay, I'll cut it right about here. I hope it's showing to the camera, right where those roots are at. A good inch thick, making sure that you got this part of the root. And it seems like there's another piece. I don't know if it's showing. I hope it's showing. There's another piece of nami right here, a baby one that's about ready to grow. And what I'm going to do, let me make sure that it's showing. Okay, what I'm going to do with this is this will heal this part of the nami. This will dry up, form like a skin, and when that happens, I will stick this in the soil this way. Okay, so what I'm doing here is planting my nami. I'm putting a mixture of coco coir and vermiculite. It's pre-moistened, and I showed you how much I cut off of that one piece of nami. It's about, I would say, about an inch thick from where the roots are at. And the way you do that, the way you plant this, is just position it that way. Cut side up, root touching the soil, and then just cover it. Probably about 2 inches thick of this coco coir and vermiculite mixture. I have planted it straight on a regular potting soil before, and it still worked just fine. This time I'm trying this with just the coco coir and vermiculite. So let's see how this one will turn out. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of soil. I'm sorry, a little bit of water, not too much. We don't want it sopping wet. You know, sometimes I don't have enough space, so what I'll do is I'll find me a container that might have something else in it, and I find room that maybe I could stick a plant or two. And this was extra yam that I couldn't find a place inside my greenhouse or any of these containers like this, and they're pretty much occupied. And what I would do is, like on that one here, I find that this space here may be a good spot. I would stick something in there. That's what I did with this yam. And my husband yesterday were trying to recycle the potting soil which we already used for planting other type of vegetables, and this is what we found in one of the pot. This one, this I would say is around over 3 to 4 pounds. That's how big and heavy that yam is. So Another surprise harvest. My So this is the pot where I have broccoli growing, and because I have used this pot several times, I have to replenish some nutrients in here by adding some worm casting, azomite, and let me make sure you're focused. Okay, worm casting, azomite, and some compost, and I added some, about, I would say, a little scoop of wood ash for potash. And what I'm doing is just incorporating it to make sure that I got it all well mixed in the soil. And what I'm going to do is show you how I plant my yam, true yam. And this is how I propagate it. Okay, I see a root which shouldn't be there. I don't want it growing. That's the type of root that just keeps going and going and invade this entire pot. So let's spread this as even as we can. And oops, let me put that there. Okay, let me show you what we are about to do. Here is one of the yam, which is a good size for regular potato, and it still can be eaten in this size, but I decided to keep it for seed. This is true yam seed. And earlier I had showed you how I cut out this part of the yam, bigger yam, and I cooked this end of the yam, and this is like the crown. And if you look carefully here, you notice those two, one, two, that's probably the stem, the old stem. These two little growth here, that's where the vine is gonna come out from. This will form new shoots, and that's how we propagate our yam, through that little piece. And this one, you can't see any little growth. Oh, here you go. It's this one, you really gotta look for it, but this will come up with growth. And let me show you a more advanced one. If I could find it, it's right behind me. Okay, so you see that? You can see that there's a new growth happening there. That's the new shoot that is going to develop a vine, and you can hardly see any protrusion in there, but it's coming up. And here's another one. Let's see if this one is coming up. Yes, you can see right there, that white stuff there. Oops, I'm out of focus, I'm sorry. Right there, that's a new growth coming up. And look at how it doesn't take much, just a little piece of this part of the yam, the crown part. This is the top of the yam. It grows like that. We cut this part here and ate this part of the yam, and that's the crown. I save it not even an inch thick, as you can see how thin that is. And right there, right where the crown is at, that's where the new shoot is gonna come out from. And as you can see that new shoot coming out right there. That's a root. So this one, as you can see, that doesn't have anything growing in it yet, but right there, right in there, the new shoot will come out. So let's get started. Okay, let me post this part. So here is the first one. We are going to put you see this one here, it's got two little, you know, it look like two little knob in there. So we're going to position it this way, crown, and then cut side up, crown down, and we put it there. And this one have, as you can see, this one have those little knobs already showing new shoot, new growth. And we're gonna put it about here. Cover that. And let's put this aside. Now this here, this is a whole piece, a small one, and you can see that there are two little knobs there. I'm going to place this right in the middle. Let's spread that. Didn't do a good job with mixing this. It's in there. So we're going to place this right here in the middle. The same way, even though I don't cut it, since I've been planting it that way, crown side down. And let's plant another one. Let's see. Yeah, this one is also having new shoot coming out right there. See that really light speck right there, and see the little knob. We're gonna plant that right there and cover that. Okay, how many I put so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I have to save some in a different container, I believe. Here, this one, it also have some new shoots coming out right there. 1, 2. And I'm putting this one on this side. Cover that. And I don't want to crowd this. I know this is a nice big pot and it can really hold, but I think it's not a good idea. So I'm saving this. I'm putting this in a different pot. And this actually have something growing already right there. Whoops! It fell in a pot, so it's safe. And this one does not have, but you could see that there is a nice healthy looking, nice healthy looking crown right there. So this will grow as well. Let's put that aside for now. So that's how simple it is. Just prepare your soil, make it a nice rich soil, and as you know, most tubers prepare and respond really well with potash. Okay, make sure your soil is rich with potash and all the necessary nutrient that you can manage to put in here. I'll be watering this with compost tea. I had to brew some and get it ready so that sometimes this weekend I'll be watering this with compost tea. So that's how simple it is. I'm going to give it a little bit of watering, just a little bit. We don't want it drenched, just to provide it the moisture it needs so it could continue, you know, forming the vine to come up from underneath the soil. So I hope this helped a lot for those who are interested in planting true yam or nami. This is how I propagate it. I was satisfied with my harvest last year, or this year, yeah, January 2016, and I'm hoping to be able to do the same. Thank you for watching.